Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Friday Night Eclipse. Tonight we're in Superior, Wisconsin, where we're coming off the back of an incredible Royal Rumble and have the second of our two special Nexus Championship match main events of the week. Jaren will try to defend the belt from the Champion Slater himself, Rex, in front of the home crowd. Meanwhile, Sophie and Fox are both poised to resume their roles as champions in their honeymoon matches. Get ready for a night of 8 matches of non-stop action, because this is Eclipse. And here we go for the first of our two tag team matches of the evening. Introducing first, it is Kyoko Kirigiri and Sayaka Mizuno. Harmonious Truth. And Harmonious Truth doing pretty well as of late. I think it's 2 wins in 3 matches or something like that. They might be back, though it might be a little bit too late for them in the season. Maybe, maybe not. But better late than never, I suppose. And their opponents, they are the queens of the tag team division. It is Melia Antiqua and Nia. Ascension. Here we go, Sayaka and Nia the first in the ring. And the referee rings the bell. Nia's not moving. We saw this with Skull during the Phantom Thieves tag team match against the Ultimate Brotherhood. That didn't work too well for them. So yeah, that didn't work too well for them. So let's see if Nia be any different, as Sayaka's sending up Nia on the top rope. Nia trying to fight her way back. But Sayaka elbowing her down, keeping her in position. And a top rope head scissor neck breaker. Nia crawling to the corner, tagging in her partner. And Sayaka immediately greeting Melia with a double leg drop kick. And Sayaka sending Melia into the corner. Grabbing the wrist, slap to the chest, up top. Corkscrew arm drag. And the cover, there's one. Melia kicks out. Sayaka forcing Melia back up to her feet. Toss to the corner. And Melia elbowing herself out. Sayaka once again trapping her in the corner. And Melia once again fights her way out. Sayaka again, just sending her to the corner. There's a diving elbow. And the guillotine leg drop. Nia desperate for the tag. Sayaka preventing it and walking Melia to the northeast corner. And the Hurricane Rana. Melia with the reversal, sending Sayaka into the corner this time, turning her around face first into the turnbuckle. And Sayaka elbows out Melia with the reversal, catching that kick and tossing Sayaka to the Ascension's corner. Sayaka elbowing herself out. And tossing Melia into the corner now, turning her around, setting her up top. Already seen this once with Nia. And now the high Entia is gonna fly. Melia crawls to the corner, Sayaka realizing that she won't have the speed, the speed to close that distance. Allowing Nia into the ring, there's a neck breaker. And Sayaka with a DDT, going for the cover, there's one, there's two. Nia kicks out. And Ascension, they haven't really been looking like champions as of late. Just kind of hoping that this match would be different, but it's really not looking like it thus far. Sayaka with a low altitude roundhouse heel kick. Now Nia on the offense. Sending Sayaka for a run. There's 6. Nia retreating back inside the ring. And Sayaka doing the same. Head scissor toss. And Sayaka taking in Kyoko, and I think this is Kyoko's first time in the ring this match. As she walks Nia to the northeast corner. And now a fisherman's submission that Nia immediately fights out of. Nia with a suplex, forcing Kyoko back up, sending her down with an elbow. And tagging in Melia. Melia with a wheelbarrow arm drag. And a snap suplex, trying to get momentum back in their favor. There's 1, there's 2, Kyoko kicks out. And importantly, Sayaka staying on the apron. Melia out, Nia back in. Irish whip and an arm drag. And Kyoko with a single leg suplex. And the cover, there's 1, Melia in to break it up. And now Kyoko to the outside. Just knocking Melia off the apron. Nia trying to turn this into a one-on-one, but Sayaka saying no. And Kyoko trapping Nia in the corner, turning her around headfirst into the turnbuckle. And looking to tag in Sayaka for the tag team attack. But Nia with the reversal, walking Kyoko to the southern ropes and tagging Melia back in. Just resetting the advantage. And Melia with a clothesline, sending Kyoko over the top rope. Kyoko, the standing double leg drop kick. Sending Melia for a run, diving underneath, jumping over the top. And a spinning neck breaker. Melia fights out. And an arm breaker. And a kick to the stomach. Melia, now might be the time to go for a pin, but guess not. Forcing Kyoko back up to her feet. Irish whip into the corner. Kyoko fights out. And tossing Melia to the Harmonious Truth corner. Kyoko forcing Melia back up to her feet, walking her again to the northeast corner. And Melia again, elbows out. The tackle, the ground and pound, breaking through Kyoko's defense. And a hair toss into the cover. There's one. Kyoko kicks out. Now Nia's in with an enziguri. Kyoko to the outside. Nia immediately out there to greet her. And now tossing Kyoko into the barricade. With the 2 count, there's a soccer ball kick to the spine. And tossing Kyoko back inside the ring. Quickly joining her. Kyoko with a desperado tag. And now Nia setting up the Gormati special, the 6-1-9. And there's the cover as soon as Kyoko leaves the ring. Sayaka fights out though. Nia with a reversal. And the stomp to the hand, knee to the spine. And the suplex. Sayaka back up to her feet. But here comes Nia with a satellite DDT. And the cover, there's one, there's two. Sayaka kicks out. Nia looking for the enziguri, Sayaka ducking underneath. And the neck breaker going in to tag Kyoko. Running scissor kick from Kyoko. And tossing Nia into the corner. Kyoko setting Nia up top. Nia fights her way out though. Snap mirror. tornado roundhouse kick, and tagging in Melia. And now Melia locking in the leg, triangle headlock. Sayaka in to break it up. And the momentum quickly shifting. And again as Kyoko reverses that. And Kyoko the spike DDT going for the cover. There's one, there's two. Melia kicks out. And Kyoko tossing Melia into the corner. And again, just working on the arm. And Kyoko tagging Sayaka back in. And once again, Ascension unable to do anything with their advantage. Melia tossing Sayaka over to the side, pushing her down, going for the cover. Just trying to bring Kyoko back inside the ring. Sayaka says nay. Only one count. And now tossing to the corner, and honestly, I'm surprised we haven't seen any tag team attacks this match. Like, I would expect to see at least one, but I guess neither tag team wants to win. As soon as I say that, Harmonious Truth with the tag team attack, the dangling big boot. And the cover, there's one, there's two. Nia again unable to break it up, just not finding the angle that she needs. But Melia kicks out regardless. Toss to the corner. Are we going to see a chain attack here? Probably not. Because this game is allergic to basic logic. Melia going for the pin. Sayaka flying in to break it up. And now would be the perfect opportunity for a chain attack, but no tagging in Nia. There's one, there's two, and Nia kicks out. And Kyoko will continue this match by tagging Sayaka back in because Ascension completely forgot basic strategy. Sayaka tossing Melia into the corner. Melia elbows out. And there's a flipping facebuster. Kyoko breaks it up. Now Melia. No, that's not. Nia with a satellite DDT. And the cover, there's one, there's two, and... At least they got the win, but... Mein Gott. Again, just forgetting basic strategy. And here we go for our second tag team matchup of the evening. Introducing first, it is Sans and Papyrus, the Skelebros.
All the way to the ring at a combined weight of 250 pounds. Too cool.
And their opponents, coming off of a very disappointing championship loss last Sunday. Almost said last night. No, last Sunday. It is Kaito Momota and Shuichi Saihara, your former tag team champions. The Big Bang Theory. Here goes Sans and Shuichi, the first in the ring. Referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle. With Shuichi immediately with an arm breaker, taking Sans down, just continuing to work on that left arm. Forcing Sans back up to his feet. Irish whip to the corner. Right hand. Sans elbowing out of the corners. Kaito trapping him there, stun locking him, and now Shuichi taking in Kaito. And already we have a tag team attack very similar to last Sunday, where they might have burned out their fuel a little bit too quickly. Sans once again fighting himself out of the corner, tossing Kaito to the northwest corner. And Kaito with a planted backbreaker. Just stomping on the shoulder and going for the cover. There's one. Sans kicks out. Kaito with a knife edge chop. And a roaring European uppercut, tagging Shuichi back in. Sans finally taken out. Papyrus in, and there's a single leg drop kick. Papyrus with an arm breaker, forcing Shuichi back up to his feet. Toss into the corner. And turning Shuichi around headfirst into the turnbuckle. And tossing Shuichi away, spinning. Elbow and the cover. Kaito in to break it up. Papyrus out, Sans back in. But Shuichi tossing Sans into the corner, right hand, or left hand, excuse me. And now Shuichi with a crucifix corner powerbomb. And the corner there, or in the pin, excuse me, there's one. Sans still kicks out, only at the single count. Irish whip, pendulum backbreaker. Sans just working on the arm. Satellite DDT. Sans still not going for the pin, instead forcing Shuichi back up to his feet, walking him to the northeast corner. And now Sans taking Shuichi down. We have a face-trapped armbar. Rolling back, but Shuichi finding the key and releasing the lock. Sans tossing Shuichi into the corner. There's a spear. And tagging Papyrus back in. Papyrus now with a running, with the running corner big boot and the pin. There's one, there's two, and Shuichi kicks out. And that wasn't really quite like a drive-by. We have another double tag out here. Sans tossing Kaito into the corner. Chasing Shuichi out of the ring. But giving Kaito just enough time to recover. But Sans with the reversal. There's a running elbow. Kaito kicks himself out. And a satellite DDT. Sans tossing Kaito into the corner. Kaito with a double leg, kicking himself out. Shuichi's back in and spearing Papyrus off the apron. Probably wasn't expecting that. Refs count at 3, 4, Sans back inside the ring. Shuichi looked for the spinning elbow, just not quite getting it. And now Sans, the suplex. And the cover, electing not to defend the ropes. And now Sans looking for the DDT, or looking for the suplex. But Shuichi fights his way out. There's a neck breaker and just tagging Kaito back in. Electing not to go for the pin, even though that probably would have been the better move. Apron DDT sending Shuichi down. And now Kaito to the outside, trying to remind Sans that he's the one that he should be fighting. And Sans again the reversal, this time tossing Kaito back into the ring at a very odd angle. Kaito bringing Papyrus into the ring. And now Kaito looking for the double leg dropkick. Sans again with the reversal. Not entirely sure if that was planned though. But Kaito with the reversal on the Irish whip. And the diving spear, still no pin attempt. Tossing Sans into the corner. And now Teddie and Shuichi going for another double team attack. And Shuichi once again literally unable to do anything. Diving spear from Sans. Will he go for the cover? Yes, he will. Kaito again in to break up the pin. And Sans once again just too focused on the wrong man. Shuichi elbows himself out, and the crossroads into the cover, bringing in Papyrus. And now neither team with the advantage. Make that Big Bang Theory with the advantage as Kaito's tagged back in. Although the advantage is probably not going to be for very long, as Kaito's probably going to squander it. Nope, here we go, tag team attack. Let it be for the victory. At least Shuichi made some use out of that. Leg breaker, Kaito's tagged back in. And Sans once again with the reversal because Shuichi literally just unable to do anything useful this match. Kaito again bringing Papyrus into the ring for inexplicable reasons. And now a tilt-a-whirl armbar from Sans looking to make Kaito tap. Kaito fights his way out. And there's a springboard RKO and the cover. There's one, there's two. Sans kicks out. And now Kaito just standing there, allowing Sans to hit the spinning sidewalk slam. And the cover, there's two. Kaito kicks out. Kaito sending Sans into the corner, lining up. The rolling neck breaker. And, bro, that was like literally the perfect time to go for a fucking pin. European uppercut, still not going for the pin. Are you stupid, Kaito? Shuichi sending Sans into the corner. Now just dangling him. Crawling back in, but Sans with a super kick and taking in Papyrus. This could have been avoided if you went for the fucking pin, Kaito. You fucking moron. There's a facebuster from Papyrus. Tossing Shuichi into the corner, tagging in Sans. And now Sans going for the cover. There's one, there's two. Shuichi kicks out. Sans with an RKO, going for the cover. There's one, there's two. Kaito kicks out. Because at this point of the match, they, like, why not literally have just full stamina, full vitality? Why not? It's not like you're using your vitality for any, mental functions. And now Papyrus going for the pin. Shuichi's gonna break it up. Once again, knocking down the ref because we can't fucking aim for shit. And Kaito with a reversal. What a surprise. And Kaito bringing in the other partner into the ring because literally why not? Papyrus with a crossbody. Kaito, this could have been over if you just knew how to fucking pin, you moron. Same to you, Shuichi. There's a crossroads. That's how you do it. That's how you pin. There's one. There's two. Papyrus still somehow kicks out. Because, of course he does. Shuichi, you fucking moron. Shuichi up top, diving. Knee strike, not even going for the cover. Tagging in Kaito because... this game wants me to have a fucking aneurysm. Kaito bringing in Sans. Toss to the corner. At least go for a tag team attack. Just stop just standing there. You know, maybe I would be less annoyed and actually, you know... ah, there's a facebuster. And the pin. There's one, there's two, there's three, fucking finally. You know, maybe I would be a little bit more professional if 2K Sports actually understood how to program basic fucking logic into their games. They can't. How many opportunities did you guys squander because you just don't know the basic strategies of fucking wrestling? And now for our first normal match of the evening. Introducing first, it is Teddie.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Creed brothers from the internet, weighing in at 123 pounds, the Bear Teddie.
And his opponent, it is the one and only Sir Bones.
100 pounds, gentlemen,
And here we go, both men ready. Referee rings the bell, they meet in the middle. With Bones immediately beginning with a springboard flying forearm. And looking for the People's Moonsault. Teddie kicking him away. And sending Bones for an Irish whip. Teddie just a little bit too early. And a cutter from Bones. Teddie now with the springboard head scissor takedown and a standing shooting star press. Bones back up to his feet. Teddie with a single leg drop kick. And a dead lift suplex. Bones sending Teddie down, and a rope-assisted stomp. Teddie to the outside, Bones following him, and Teddie rolling around, but Bones with a snap mirror and a chicken wing arm puller. Wheelbarrow DDT along the outside. And a jumping facebuster from Teddie along the outside. There's 6 now. And Teddie tossing Bones back inside the ring. And the cover, there's 1. Bones kicks out. And now Sir Bones with a Hurricane Rana head scissor toss. And a springboard flying forearm. Not quite going for the cover. But over the shoulders, and Teddie slips out with a neck breaker. And now Teddie lining up the finisher, but Bones with the reversal and he's flying forearm. And the recoil. And here's the cover. There's 1, there's 2. Teddie kicks out. Sorry about that. Just trying to take a drink of my water. There's 1, there's 2. And a rolling splash in the corner, Teddie to the outside. Bones following him and falling for the trap. Referee at the count of 4. Teddie just staring down Bones. There's 5. And 6. Bones back inside the ring. Irish whip and a scoop slam. Pendulum backbreaker. And now he's springboard. Looking for the wheelbarrow, just not quite getting the angle. And a standing shooting star press from Bones. Looking for the stomp. Teddie rolls out of the way and a Hurricane Rana. Teddie sending Bones to the outside. Looking for the Hurricane Rana, but Bones with the reversal of the power slam. Teddie getting out of the way. And a sling blade into the double leg drop kick. Referee at the count of 6, but not much further. Bones looking for the kick. Teddie, the reversal. And a Hurricane Rana. And a scoop side slam from Teddie. Going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And Teddie still showing why he's risen quite a bit in the men's cruiserweight division. Might not be in title contention yet, but he's close. And for our next matchup, introducing first, representing the Cyber Idols, it is Ibuki Mioda. And her opponent, it is the change bringer, Delta. Delta still looking for a title shot. It's been months, nearly half a year, I think. She's been pretty vocal backstage about wanting to get back in the ring for a shot at the belt. We go refereeing Isabel immediately in the middle, with Delta immediately beginning with a somersault flip. Rolling Ibuki onto her back, stomping on the shin, on the thigh, on the ankle. And a knee to the face. Delta now with the double knees to the chest. And flying crossbody, just barely getting the distance. They're going for the pin. There's one. Ibuki kicks out. Delta with a snap mirror. Kick over. Double leg drop kick. Now Delta up top. Diving crossbody again. Pull back clothesline. And now Delta up top. Flying crossbody yet again. There's one, there's two. Ibuki kicks out, but will she actually be able to do anything? Because right now, Delta's just fully in control of this match. Ibuki with a stunner. And sending Delta into the corner. And again, Ibuki just pulling on the arm. Delta turning that around. Walking Ibuki to the northwest or northeast corner. Scoop slam, or not scoop slam, but scoop, sending Ibuki into the tree of woe. And it is time to take to the skies aboard Delta Airlines. And the cover, there's one, there's two. Ibuki still kicks out. And now dangling, but Ibuki slipping out. Elbow to the spine, single leg drop kick. Delta to the outside, Ibuki following. Now just a headlock along the outside. Ibuki finally fighting out. But Delta tossing her back inside the ring. I think she was aiming for the ring post. There's 5, but doesn't really matter too much. And Delta just stomping on the thigh. Ibuki with a reversal, finally getting out again. And a backbreaker. Delta the spinning back elbow. And to the outside, climbing back in. And now to the top rope yet again. Delta lining up. Scouting and a crossbody. But still not going for the cover, instead heading up top. Looking to put a bow on things. Turning around. The moonsault. And the cover, there's one, there's two, and finally. And Delta, a masterclass in how to manage a match. Not allowing Ibuki to have anything. Could have won a little bit sooner, but had to put on at least a little bit of a show. And now for a women's universal matchup of the evening. Introducing first, it is Bayonetta.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the other side of darkness, the witch, Bayonetta.
And her opponent,
From Valhalla, the 2B.
it is 2B. And here we go, referee rings the bell, Bayonetta immediately running towards 2B, who looks for a counterattack, both women missing. And 2B with a reversal. Grabbing Bayonetta from behind, walking her to the southern ropes. And pulling her away, rolling over the back, and a spinning heel kick. Tubi with an elbow to the back of the head. And a half-hitch knee raise. Looking for the stomp, Bayonetta fights out. Wheelbarrow arm drag. And Bayonetta forcing Tubi back up to her feet, turning her around. And just taking her down. Looking for the moonsault, but just not getting the distance. And Bayonetta sending Tubi for a run. Jumping over, looking for the kick, but Tubi just running right past that. Now 2B with a crescent moon hold that Bayonetta fights her way out of. Bayonetta with a head scissor neck breaker. Wrist clutch kicks to the chest. And a clothesline just sending her down. Bayonetta with a Hurricane Rana. Now Bayonetta forcing 2B back up to her feet. Tossing her from one side of the ringside to the other. And a handstand elbow drop again into the hammer punches to the spine. Here's 7 as Bayonetta tosses 2B back inside the ring. And now Bayonetta looking for the witch time neck breaker. And the cover. There's 1, there's 2. 2B kicks out. And 2B kneeing herself out. Walking Bayonetta to the northern ropes, but Bayonetta elbowing out. And again, Bayonetta just not getting the distance that she needs off the split leg springboards. To the outside, Bayonetta joining her and just sending her off. And a top rope 540 splash. 270? Something like that. To be back up to her feet, but immediately sent down with that enziguri. And now Bayonetta actually hitting on the springboard this time. And now just twirling 2B around, tossing her aside. And a cloverleaf backstretch. Bayonetta now up top. Looking for the spiral tap to put this one away. There's 1, there's 2. No. 2B kicks out. To be back inside the ring. Wrist clutch. Just twisting Bayonetta up in a facebuster. And the cover. There's 1, there's 2. Bayonetta kicks out. And now 2B lining up her finisher. Spinning back heel kick. And the cover, there's 1, there's 2, Bayonetta kicks out. And to the outside, 2B just staring her down, looking for the crossbody. Bayonetta stepping out of the way. And a leg DDT. Bayonetta tossing 2B back inside the ring. Chasing her back in. And a lung blower. Headlock, a handstand headlock applied. And now Bayonetta looking for another neck breaker. And a moonsault just for a good measure. But might have wasted just that little bit of time, allowing 2B back up to her feet. And now the exchanging of right hands in the middle of the ring. And 2B with a clothesline, and again, and a single leg drop kick, and taking advantage, going for the cover. There's one, there's two. Bayonetta kicks out. And 2B with an enziguri, dragging Bayonetta away from the ropes, giving her just a little bit of time to recover. But maybe not after this. The spinning back heel kick. There's one, there's two, and 2B with a pretty good comeback there.
Here is your winner, the 2B.
Just weathering the storm, allowing Bayonetta to just tire herself out, and 2B nicely done. And next up, introducing first, it is the Blue Jay, Jayden Moon. And his opponent, he is once again your men's cruiserweight champion, it is the Phantom Fox. It's Yusuke Kitagawa.
Weighing in at 145 pounds, the men's undisputed hybrid cruiserweight champion, the Phantom Fox.
And here we go, both men ready. Referee rings the bell, they meet in the middle. With Jayden immediately stepping out of the way of the kick. God, I can't speak today. And Jayden with the ground and pound. Fox back up to his feet. And Jayden with a springboard. Yep. I don't know why my brain just suddenly shut off. Fox with a springboard forearm. Now trapping Jayden between the ropes. Half hitch knee raises. And lining up the big boot. Sending Jayden to the outside. Fox forcing Jayden back up to his feet, tossing him into the corner. And the ground and pound again. Fox forcing Jayden back up to his feet. And walking him back to the ring, tossing him back inside. And a springboard moonsault. Going for the cover, there's one, Jayden kicks out. And now Fox heading up top. Tailing the Blue Jay to get up to his feet. Looking for the flying elbow. Jayden gets out of the way. Now Jayden heading up top. Staring down Yusuke. Spinning heel kick. And a scoop slam. Jayden now middle rope, staring down Fox. And going for the cover. There's one, there's two, and Yusuke kicks out. Look for a senton. Fox gets out of the way. And now Fox with an Irish whip, uppercut, but Jayden with the reversal catching that punch and sending one of his own. And walking Fox to the northeast corner, pulling him away, tossing him aside, and the triangle drop kick. Jayden forcing Fox back up to his feet, tossing him into the steel steps. Fox for the backbreaker suplex. There's 6. There's 7, Jayden. Nope, Fox tossing Jayden into the ring post. There's 8, there's 9, and I suspect that Jayden won't get back inside the ring in time. He will. There's 7, 8, 9, 10. Grabbing the wrist, just stomping on the kidneys. Fox forcing Jayden back up to his feet, trying to toss him back inside the ring, but Jayden with the reversal. And tossing Fox back inside. Climbing in after him. Arm drag. And turning Fox around. Russian leg sweep. Into the ground and pound. And Jayden with a standing double leg drop kick. Fox crawling back up to his feet. And Jayden with an Irish whip, spinning heel kick, but Fox gets out of the way and uses this as a cover. There's 1. Jayden kicks out. There's 4. And now Yusuke with a spinning back heel kick along the outside. And tossing Jayden back inside the ring, climbing in after him, or rolling in after him rather. And going for the cover, there's 1, there's 2, Jayden still kicks out. And now Jayden going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2, Fox kicks out. Jayden just trapping Fox in the corner, kicking him in the leg, and a spinning kick. Going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. And after a long, grueling match, only 1 man can come out on top, and that is the Blue Jay flying high. And for our next matchup, introducing first, representing the Twin Dragons, it is Chie Satonaka.
The Lucha Dragons from Tokyo, Japan. CA.
And her opponent,
And from the internet,
it is your women's cruiserweight champion,
defended hybrid
Sophie.
cruiserweight champion, AI Sophia.
And here we go, both women ready. Referee rings the bell, they meet in the middle. With Sophie immediately just sending Chie down with a spinning heel kick. Forcing her back up to her feet, the kicks. And the standing moonsault, there's one. Chie kicks out. And the ground and pound. Sophie forcing Chie back up to her feet. And a springboard Hurricane Rana head scissor takedown. And another standing shooting star press. Chie with a strong kick to the spine between the shoulders. And an arm breaker. Sophie to the outside, Chie staring her down, and a spear knocking her off to the outside. Chie looking for the kick, Sophie getting her hands up and tossing her into the steel steps. And a kick right to the stomach. And a senton splash, there's 5. Sophie looking for the clothesline, Chie ducking underneath. And a roundhouse kick, there's 6. Chie now up top. Staring down Sophie, there's 8. And Sophie catching Chie, walking around, but Chie fights her way down. Sophie retreating to the ring. Chie giving chase. And a Hurricane Rana takedown. Sophie. Nope, Chie with a takedown. And dragging Sophie away from the ropes. Kneeling DDT. And Chie going for the cover. There's one. Sophie kicks out. Chie setting up Sophie. Missing the first enziguri, but hits the second. And the cover, there's one, there's two. Sophie kicks out. Looking for the moonsault, but Sophie steps out of the way. And a standing shooting star press along the outside. Trapping the arms, kneeing on it. There's 7. As Sophie tosses Chie back inside the ring. Quickly joining her before the 8 count, and now Sophie middle rope, 180 crossbody. Into the cover, there's 1, there's 2, Chie kicks out. And now Sophie up top. 180 splash again. This time from the top rope and the pin, there's 1, there's 2, no 3. Sophie top rope moonsault. And again, just heading up top. Applying the pressure just continuously. There's 1, there's 2, and Chie goes down. And Sophie, just pretty short, simple match. Putting an end to things early. It's kind of what you need to do to be a champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the men's NXT Championship.
And here we go for our main event of the evening. It is a match for the men's Nexus Championship belt. Introducing first, it is the challenger, the champion slayer himself, Rex. And if you're new to Nexus Championship matches, usually we have these during the PLEs, but with the Royal Rumble being this Sunday, we couldn't really fit them in, so we decided to do it during the weekly shows. And it's quite simple. One-on-one, Jayden versus Eclipse. No managers, normal match. But if you lose a Nexus Championship match, you cannot try again. And his opponent It is your men's Nexus champion, the ringleader, Jaren.
Introducing the challenger from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 115 pounds, Rex. And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 155 pounds, the men's NXT champion, Jayden.
And here we go, title on the line. The winner will have to defend it at Survivor Series, where the loser cannot try again until next year. And here we go, referee rings the bell, meet in the middle, with Rex immediately tossing Jaren into the corner. There's an elbow. Now kicks to the chest, just choking Jaren. Middle rope moonsault. And the cover, there's one. Jaren kicks out. And Rex with a spinning heel kick reversal. Jaren slow back up to his feet, and Rex making sure to send him back down to the mat. And now Rex going for the cover. There's one. Jaren kicks out. And a kick to the shoulder. Jaren back up to his feet, but Rex with an arm drag. And an enziguri. Jaren just kind of eating that. And walking Rex to the northwest corner, left hand. But Rex fights his way out. Running right into the referee. Sending Jaren for an Irish whip. Jaren stepping back. And now hammerlock DDT. And now Jaren already lining up a finisher. And a spinning, planting facebuster for the cover. To retain, there's two. Rex kicks out. Double leg drop kick. And now Jaren up top. Crossbody. And setting Rex up onto his side. Kick to the spine. And a pullback. Knee to the gut. Jaren might be finding his rhythm here. as Rex with the reversal, elbows down, and forcing Jaren back up to his feet. Springboard DDT. But Jaren fights his way out yet again. Stomp to the wrist, but Rex with an arm breaker. And a stomping arm breaker again from Rex. Stomp to the back of the head. Rex forcing Jaren back up to his feet. Middle rope DDT again. And the cover. There's one, there's two. Jaren kicks out. Now Rex earning the moniker Champion Slayer after defeating Akechi not once but twice last year to, well, end his streak last year, but unsuccessful this year. At least in his one attempt. As Rex knocking Jaren off the apron, heading up top. Looking for the frog splash. And kicking Jaren off of him. There's a clothesline to the back of the neck. Now Rex does need to be a little bit careful here because the count out will win the match, but not the belt. And now Rex going for the cover. There's one, there's two, and there's three. And in front of a hostile crowd, Rex gets it done when he needed to the most. And that is another champion to his name. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight and hope to see you on Monday for J-Ramen and, of course, on Friday for Eclipse. As we continue down the road to Ultimate Fight Night with Survivor Series War Games being on October 31st, Friday, October 31st. But with that, I would like to thank you all for joining us and hope to see you next time. Until then, we are signing out from Superior, Wisconsin. See ya.